When I was a small kid, I wanted to be an astronaut. So I don't know where that came from, but I've always had this fantasy about people walking on the moon.
मनोबुद्ध्यहङ्कारचित्तानि नाहं न च श्रोत्रजिह्वे न च घ्राणनेत्रे न च व्योमभूमिर्न तेजो न वायु चिदानन्दरूपः शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं चिदानन्दरूपः शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहम्.
I very strongly believe that the children have to be happy people at the end of the day. And they have to be happy doing whatever it is they choose to do. And it need not necessarily be academic oriented, neither does it have to be only co-curricular or art oriented, but whatever these children choose to do, they have to be happy. And if they're happy doing what they do, their understanding and their learning is a lot better. They're automatically educated because they're not just stuffed in with the knowledge that they're going to throw out at the end of the day, but it's all within them, and success is but a byproduct. Learning has to happen in the subconscious. To me, learning is not something that can be dinned into you or being taught. No, learning is a process. Learning is not the end. You cannot say, I have learned. You have to say, I am learning. It always has to be in the present continuous. And to me, the process is much more important. We have learning stations, as in labs, where the children move from room to room, from station to station, to actually study the different subjects that they are taught. We also have a specialized qualified lab instructor who is the expert in that particular subject. So she deals across batches, across age groups, and for each of the batches we have a special dedicated batch instructor who knows the inside out of that 25 to 30 kids in that batch, and she is also trained, well qualified. So what happens is it's an interactive dialogue, it's team teaching between the lab instructor and the batch instructor. So at any given point in time you have two teachers handling a batch of students. So technically our teacher-student ratio is 12:1, which is not found anywhere else. I can very proudly say is not found anywhere else. We also do not have notebooks or textbooks in school. We only have guidebooks for the teachers, and we have reference books and guidebooks for the children as well. We have only worksheets wherein they write what they have to write and they learn. There are all some USPs of Caliber which you would probably not find in other schools. My grandmother has been my biggest role model in life, and one of my biggest role models in life, and she is a very source of energy that I always draw from. She started her school 50 years ago because she wanted to have a lot of Indian culture and tradition inculcated into the kids, because she was not very much for the convent system of education at that point in time. I just took it one step further. I said I need to do something global. It's the concept that made me think that I have to sit on her shoulder and look out to the world and take it forward. So that's how I started this, and I also felt that for all the work she had done in the field of education, there was nothing in her name. Even her school is named after somebody else. So I decided to name the nursery after her. So we call it the Mrs. YGP Preschool and Nursery, and that was a gift I gave her on her 80th birthday. So that's how this whole thing evolved. Yes, I am very proud of my lineage. I'm very proud of where I come from. I am also very proud of the lineage I got into after marriage. And my husband Arun is one of the strongest supporters and motivators for me, whether it is education or the arts. And we run Caliber together. Arun and I are the trustees of Caliber Foundation, so we run this school together. He's the motivation behind me even starting this. Just that sheer innocence, that sheer joy is the energy that keeps me going, and I can really fight as many battles as I want to fight and take this organization forward for the sheer joy that these children give me. And that makes me feel even more committed and more responsible that these are all my children not just my son alone, but all these children are my children, and I owe it to them. So that's the inspiration these children give me.
Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky.